After decades of serving El Paso and Teller counties as a prosecutor and district attorney in the 4th Judicial District, Dan May will leave his position at the start of the new year.
Tonight, KRDO News Channel 13's Chase Golightly sits down with May to ask about the high-profile cases that gained national attention and the smaller ones that left a more personal impression.
Dan May has worked at the district attorney's office for the past 34 years, and soon he will walk out of these doors one last time. Since being here, Dan May has worked on literally thousands of cases, and as you can imagine, some of those, he says, will stay with him forever. From the Waldo Canyon and Black Forest fires to the shooting at Planned Parenthood, 4th Judicial District Attorney Dan May can only guess at how many cases he has been involved in, but it's the path he always wanted to follow when he began his career.
I feel in this job I've never really worked a day in my life. This really has been my passion.
Some cases taking more than a year and a lot of legwork to prosecute.
The two gangs involved actually met and said, if you keep your mouth shut, we'll keep our mouths shut and going forward. So trying to break that code of silence.
Other cases he started will be completed after he's gone, like Letitia Stout and the Robert Deere trial. But out of all the high-profile cases May has worked on, it was a recent one that hit hardest: the murder of Woodland Park mother, Kelsey Barrett.
And I think part of it was you had that time period when she was missing and you were hoping to find her alive, and you start to attach to her as a live person, and you get to know her family, and we're all human, we're all hopeful. And so when we really knew we're never going to find Kelsey, that hit me harder, I think, than almost any other case, because this person really is dead.
May also talked about what he calls his deal with the devil, the plea agreement with Crystal Lee Kinney that was key in getting the conviction.
So that was why we gave a deal to Crystal Lee in order to get Patrick Frazee. Now, she's in prison today, but she didn't get near the justice she should have gotten, which is just wrong. But I can tell you we got the justice on the murder in this case.
When asked if there were any he was most proud of,
every one of them is important to me.
And there were some cases that he wishes could have ended differently.
When I do a mistake or I have a bad verdict, I think about those quite literally for years later. Or even when I make a decision, sometimes I'm second guessing myself years later.
One such case, the first rape case he lost as a prosecutor.
But one of the things I failed that victim on is I hadn't prepared her for the fact that we could lose. And so she felt it was a referendum on her personally. So I took a lesson from that.
A lesson that shaped him as a public servant.
To be asked about intimate things in your life in front of a whole bunch of strangers, that's a lot of bravery. And that victim needs to be supported, and I didn't do it there.
May says he'll continue to watch as new laws such as Colorado's Police Accountability Bill continue to forge the legal landscape.
They're changing things here in Colorado, such as they're now allowing a liability in lawsuits that no other state in the union is allowing. And some of these are strictly just anti-cop, and that's just wrong.
But as for himself, he'll be strictly an observer for a while at least.
So I'm looking forward to doing nothing for a while. So January 12th, I do not intend to open a private practice. I intend to do nothing for a while.
Now, there were several other topics May and I discussed in our nearly hour-long sit-down interview. If you want to see that entire interview for yourself, go to our website, krdo.com. Reporting in Colorado Springs, Chase Golightly, KRDO News Channel 13.